Selling backwards. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But this is actually the most effective method to increase your close rate. Whether you are a business owner selling high-ticket offers or you're a closer, doesn't matter. Because this method, in today's video, we're gonna go over this simple but very effective method that you can utilize everywhere in your personal life, in your business life, in your sales calls. And this method was introduced by Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's partner. And this is called inverse thinking. So what does it mean? It means that you're trying to solve a problem by thinking backwards. So for example, if you are trying to, let's say, if you want to be healthy, you're not asking yourself, what should I do in order to get healthy? You're asking yourself, what should I do in order to get unhealthy? How can I destroy my health? And this way, you're learning, okay, you're getting this plan. Okay, you know what you need to do. So now you just don't do it, right? Because this way, you know, okay, to destroy my health, I should not sleep, I should eat unhealthy, I should not exercise. So now you know what you need to do. You need to exercise, you need to eat healthy, etc. Right? Sounds very, very simple. But if you think about it, this mental model is so powerful in sales. Let's think about it. We have a sales call. And now you're asking yourself, on a sales call, we have simple 3 parts, right? We're not overthinking anything. We're not using any scripts at all. We're not learning any fancy objection handling lines from social media. No. We are using Socratic method, Socratic sales. That's why it's called Socratic sales, because we develop the skills that are necessary everywhere. Like we're developing the sub skills. So sales is a skill, is a group of skills. Inside of this group, we have sub skills like awareness, being aware, tonality, asking good questions, pulling pain, understanding emotions, your emotions and your prospect's emotions, meaning emotional intelligence. We have body language analysis, we have presentation, which is connected to public speaking, and so on. And every single sub-skill of this group, of this art of selling, you are learning the skills, these sub-skills, and you can use them everywhere in your personal life, in your business life, doesn't matter, everywhere. So we focus on the first principles. Yeah, you can get a sales script. Yes, we could learn, we could memorize some lines and say, oh, if they say I need to think about it, I should say this, this, and this, and this. But most of the time, do they close these deals? So the idea is we have discovery, going back, we have discovery, presentation, and negotiations. That's it. We don't need anything else. So now, inside of this, as I already mentioned, we have different sub-skills, right? Now, to utilize this mental model by Charlie Munger, we could think, okay, what should I do to destroy my close rate, or what should I do to not to close the deal? Yeah. Now let's think about discovery, only discovery part. Yeah. I should ask bad questions, bad quality questions. What else? I should not listen. I should not actively listen to my prospect. What else? I should not understand the pain of my prospect, the problems and the desires. Yeah? And you can actually go deeper. For example, what should I do not to, what's the method to, what should I do if I don't want to understand their pain? Right? Again, it's gonna connect. It is, everything is connected. I'm not listening. Yeah, I should not listen actively. I should not ask good questions, etc. Right? So this way, okay, like you know that, okay, now I have to focus on that. I don't need to focus on, oh, how do I close this deal? How do I get the money? How do I whatever? First of all, it's not within your control, right? The outcome is not within our control. We do not control any outcomes. We do not control any results. We could influence, but we cannot control. We can't say that, we can't, 100% guarantee that someone will pay us. Yeah? The only thing that we could do, the only thing that we have control over is the process. How we're asking questions, how we're listening, the body language, niche expertise, right? Building rapport properly, presentation, negotiations, objection handling, etc. This will, if you're gonna think this way, you will understand the priorities, and you will understand that everything is based on the first principles, the fundamentals. It's not the sales scripts. Sales scripts, can you imagine you're going on a date? Like I always, provide this example. Like when you're going on a date and some dating expert is telling you, oh, you should have this body language. You should sit like this. You should say this. You should crack these jokes. You should ask these questions. Do you think it's gonna work with every single girl? No. Every single sales call is different. Every single prospect is different. Different archetypes. Different states, emotional states. It can't work with every single person. Maybe one, 2, 3 times it's gonna work, but then the script will not perform anymore. But what's gonna perform? Your skills. Can you adapt? Can you adapt your skill set based on the prospect, based on the person you're speaking to? It doesn't matter, because all these first principles, all these fundamentals, all these skills that we're learning, you can utilize them everywhere. When you're talking with your friends, someone wants to go to a restaurant, you want to go to this Chinese restaurant. Yeah? And then you're trying to understand, oh, why do you want to go to this Chinese restaurant? Oh, because whatever, they have good meat. Yeah, they do some steaks as well. Like, whatever. Doesn't make any sense, but, And then you want to go to whatever, Italian restaurant. And then because you ask this question, you understand, okay, he doesn't really want the Chinese food. He just wants a good steak, maybe, or good whatever, grilled meats or anything, right? So it doesn't really matter for him if they have Chinese food. So now, because you've got some information from him, Now you could say, you could negotiate, right? Because negotiation is a dance. Now because you know the information, you got the leverage. Now you could ask further, or you just could say, oh, in this Italian restaurant they have this and this and this and this. Plus, on top of that, you could try. We will try, you know, something else, whatever. Okay. So you are pitching him, right? Based on his needs, based on his desires, right? Maybe, of course, maybe you could also ask further, as I said previously, and ask, okay, why do you want, what kind of meat do you want, or, you know, whatever, yeah? Like, it's simple, normal conversations. If you think about it, it's just like our daily life, yeah? But you can negotiate anything. You can use the active listening skill everywhere. People want, they crave, they want to be listened to, right? People want to be heard, right? So the point of this video is implement this inverse thinking, because it's so powerful, and it really shifts your mind, the way how you think, your mindset. Yeah. Like, I know this word, the word mindset is, you know, too much overused online, but it really does, this mental model really does change the way how you think. Yeah. And the way how you solve problems. It's kind of, you feel it, you know, you even feel it, that your brain is, you know, it's weird and it's funny, but we're used to think about the problems and understand what kind of solutions do we need, right? But we're not thinking, what should we do to destroy something, right? Or what should we do if we don't want to, you know, collect any payments? What are the instructions if a person doesn't want to, or if I don't want to collect any cash today? For example, I have a couple of sales calls with the prospects. I'm a business owner. I'm selling, let's say, you know, marketing services, right? High-ticket marketing service or AI services. Doesn't matter. Whatever. What are the instructions? Not listening, right? Not asking good questions. You don't understand who is in front of you, right? What kind of person is this? What's the archetype? Right? You don't analyze his body language. You're not listening to his words, pains, desires, problems. Right? You're not presenting your service so they can feel that, okay, this guy has something, right? This company has something. Many things. Right? So I hope this video was helpful, right? It's a simple video, but simple concept. Maybe at the beginning it's a little bit weird, sounds a little bit weird, but try. And this is Socratic Sales. Be formless. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.